Good morning, traders. Forex market situation update. We're back June 2nd. Today we're going to talk about a very particular trading technique or trading pattern that is very reliable, and we always on the lookout for those type of situations. We find that in the silver, which is right in front of us, so it's also a good opportunity to touch base and also, and give you a bit of an update on the technical situation here. But it's also we also find the same kind of pattern on the Aussie switch, which is going to be the next video. We're going to talk about that as well. It's interesting the way they happen at the very at the same time right now. But what we're talking about, you might have already guessed. But what we're talking about is the double top. In this case, when we're going to talk about the Aussie Swiss in the next one, you're going to see that's a double bottom. So they are, very much correlated as far as the technical goes, but it's inverse correlation, right? Here we're talking about a potential downside reversal. That's what it means, this double top. In the other case, we're talking about a potential upside reversal. So when we talk about the silver, we've been aiming to 28.32 right from the get-go. Right from the get-go, when price started to lift off the ground, and by ground I mean 24.93. That's where we kind of took action. We jumped in, and we followed up with that silver all the way to 28.32, and then we stepped outside. We figured out that the move was done, at least temporarily. And even though we did say we think price is going to come back up, it's going to break through, and it's going to head towards 30, which is the previous high, but it's also a very prominent Fibonacci projection level. So yeah, we're still on point with that conviction, or should I say with that prediction. But as you can see, I mean, we cannot argue with the numbers. 28.32 is a pretty stiff resistance, right? Not only was it able to reject price action last time, but hey, it did it again. It did it again yesterday. That's what we call, when that happens, right? That's what we call a qualified double top in this case. And what, the implications are clear. At this point, it is more likely the price will drop a little bit, at least to the previous low, the local one. Maybe we'll start to play sideways a little bit and later on break out. Or, that's more of a likely. By the way, I would say I would assign about 60 to 65% chance for that type of scenario. The different kind of scenario, the flip side to this, of course, would be a full-fledged downside reversal where price is going to be, going down in a hard landing type of move, right? But price could start to come back up right away. It could happen today, and then just another attempt on that 28.32. But it looks like, looking at yesterday was pretty negative, ended up very bearish, right? It bounced back off that level and ended up negatively, which kind of suggests that it's going to produce a few more downside days here, right? So again, we should keep track on the silver. For now, we have no stake on this, so we're sitting pretty comfortably on the sideline waiting for some clarification. And again, clarification would be price starting to cross over 28.32 for real, right? Not temporarily, not inside the daily session, but basically closing the daily bar above 28.32, later on confirming that with a weekly closing bar. And then we'll know, that the silver is breaking out. Let's talk about the potential. I mean, aside from 30, that's the main target. There's 31, 36, which is literally the last line of resort here, the massive resistance level that's holding this whole structure in place. So at some point it will have to break. The timing, of course, remains the big question. Anyway, guys, it's been quite interesting to follow up here on the silver. Technically speaking, would love to do that in the near future. So in the meantime, we'll say goodbye, and we're going to be back with the next one. Stay tuned.